Laliho and welcome! Lots of you were so kind to comment on my previous video, Countdown to Dawntrail, giving your own advice to players. Also inform me about some misleading information I have said in that video, which I want to apologize for. I wanted to get that previous video out before the letter from the producer live. I rushed a few facts without verifying them properly. I want to make amends in this video, correct them, and give you some updated information and tips for the launch of this next expansion. As the previous one, this video is primarily aimed at casual players, but obviously any player of Final Fantasy XIV might benefit from what I will say and show. Again, I will first go over the schedule of the upcoming weeks, and then mention a few things you might want to prepare before or after the expansion has released. Starting with the schedule graphic. This one got updated during the latest letter from the producer live. It now also includes the Fall Guys event, which comes back at the 23rd of May, as well as a mentioning of the official launch of Dawntrail on the 2nd of July. Speaking of the PLL, we did get to see a look at the new start screen, a general overview of the job changes, a presentation of the two new jobs, Viper and Pictomancer, as well as the job action trailer for Dawntrail. The 5-hour-long stream can be watched on the Final Fantasy XIV YouTube channel if you have missed it or want to rewatch it. This PLL also kicked off the media tour, where invited media guests can test out the new jobs, possibly the first dungeon, and get a general look at the expansion. It is happening right now, but we won't be hearing much about it until the embargo placed on it is lifted. Once the media is allowed to talk about it, you will be flooded with videos and blog posts about the new expansion. Just sit tight until that happens in early June. The next letter from the producer live is scheduled for Friday, June 14th. During the stream, they will likely reveal the launch trailer for Dawntrail. These launch trailers are story-focused and are made with in-game footage stitched together to hype you up for the expansion. But they are cut in a way to also include a lot of red herrings, with audio and video not necessarily matching to what will actually happen in-game. If you want to go into the expansion blind, you might want to consider avoiding this launch trailer. The next PLL was simply described to be a recap of all the previous mentioned information for Dawntrail, but there surely will be some new small surprises in there as well. What's missing on the schedule is the patch note reading stream. This will happen usually around the time of the maintenance. During these streams, Yoshi Peel will read the patch notes and will go over why they made certain changes as described. These streams, sadly, are usually in Japanese only. Next on the list is the 48-hour maintenance. Again, the patch will be downloadable usually around halfway through the maintenance time. When you open up your game client, it will only update said client. To get the actual update for Dawntrail, you will have to log in. After the maintenance starts the early access on June 28th. Here I made a mistake in my previous video, claiming you had to pay extra for it, as I assumed it would only come with the collector's edition. But it actually comes with any edition, as long as you pre-ordered it and have registered the access code in your MOG station. You will have to expect very long queue times during the first week or two of the launch of an expansion. Also, there might be errors and crashes of the login queue. All I can say here is, be patient. Now, on to some hopefully helpful tips and info I can give you to prepare for the launch. As mentioned, there will be lots of job changes. I already told you about the changes to the abilities on your hotbar, but I forgot to mention that there also will be changes to the job gauges. It is likely that the position of some of the gauges will be reset to default due to these changes. If you are very particular on where you place your gauges, I am, you could make a reference screenshot now and readjust your HUD once the expansion goes live. In my previous video I was a bit unclear about the mount speed and caused some confusion. I'm once again sorry about that. Firstly, I mentioned the SDS Fenrir mount, which allows you to drive faster on terrain. It will let you drive on the first enhanced mount speed, where available, the same speed you usually will acquire once you've finished the main scenario quest in that specific area. As @Arkandan pointed out, I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of your names, there is now a second mount, the Garland GLIS, which grants you the same speed boost. This mount, however, is also available only via the Paint Online store. Markup6394 wondered why I was even mentioning these mounts, as this is more a min-maxing strategy and not really a casual thing. A valid question. There are two reasons. Firstly, you will see a lot of players using these mounts during the launch of the expansion. I also have used the SDS Fenrir mount during the previous launches and got asked quite a few times why I was using it. And once people heard about the speed bonus, they always asked afterwards where to get it. Secondly, as @DJs pointed out, and I only can agree, it will feel incredibly sluggish to travel around on your mount without this additional speed boost. Even if you are doing the story casually, you might wish to be able to travel just that little bit faster now and then. As for what I said about the riding maps, they do only increase the riding speed on ground and not actually the flying speed. Ms. Tyser had a great advice to share as well. I quote, "I also plan to do each dungeon with the NPCs when I do it for the first time. Again, so I can take my time and enjoy the surroundings as well as the story. It also allows me to stop and review job changes as I progress through the dungeon." If you are taking your time, it is possible that you might end up with a tank and healer capable of pulling wall to wall. If it's your first time, you might want to take it slower to enjoy the dungeon. This advice to do it with the duty support system will help you to do just that. Since this is Final Fantasy XIV and the community is mostly very nice, you could also try and ask your tank and healer if they could take it a bit slower. Most people will let first timers enjoy a dungeon at their own pace. And also, don't feel like you have to skip cutscenes because you teamed up with people that have already done a certain dungeon. Take your time, watch and enjoy them. Once you have completed a dungeon, you can always do it with the duty support system again via the duty menu, or you can tackle it with trusts if you have them leveled up enough. Right while I was recording for this video, I got another great comment and helpful tip I didn't want to leave out. In my latest video I mentioned the shortcut to target the nearest NPC in case there are a lot of players gathered and if you cannot see the name properly. @blankpiano8784 remembered me about the target filters keybind to temporarily hide the player names while you press this key you have set in there. And if you want to completely disable other players' names, you can set the settings to your liking in the character configuration, display name settings in the Others tab. One change I'm quite literally looking forward to the most is a new equipment slot to equipped glasses. It was first mentioned during the Las Vegas Fan Festival, but since got a bit forgotten. During the latest letter from the producer live, we could now at least see that there is a new slot with a glasses symbol in the character menu screen. Whether the slot will be for glasses only, or if it will actually tie into fashion accessories, we might well see in the next PLL or latest in the changelog. I wear glasses in real life, and if possible, I want my video game character to wear glasses too. Now I will finally be able to achieve that, while I also can equip other headgear and without the need for glamours. Like with the previous video, I will publish all I said in written form on my website ffxivhunt.com in the new news section. I will also update the post there in case I once again have made a mistake or if I see a particularly great tip from you people that I want to share immediately. I will likely make a third video like this after the next PLL in June or after the patch notes get released. If you found this video helpful, feel free to click the like button. And if you have a tip for other casual players that I didn't mention, leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time.